Hey gang, it's Czar. Checking in with you. You can see we got some action happening here on these charts. 10-minute chart on the left, 1-minute chart on the right, and finally we've had a very sloppy and sluggish range-bound morning here. Finally we're getting a little bit of action and the promise of potential close above this range. We still have 5 minutes left in this candle, so we'll see. We had some false promises here a little bit earlier with this. This was once a very strong white candle. Imagine that, right? This was not always a wick. I mean, to be able to form a wick, a little alarm in the background there, excuse that. In order to form this wick, this candle had to be fully solid white. It looked like it was exploding to the upside and then actually reversed, almost closed blue, right? Back into the range again. And so we're seeing, we didn't, pause you for 1 second here. It's going to handle something. All right, I'm back. I just had to handle something very, very quickly here on my end, but nothing's happening. This thing's pushing up, which is happening, but I can't do anything, or I won't do anything until this candle actually closes. And if you watch my videos, you know exactly how I do this and why I do it that way. I mean, if I would have just taken this previous candle because it happened to be doing what this one is, it would have been a bad move, right? Because things dropped way back down here below again into this range, and I would have taken a loss on that one almost certainly. And so now we're waiting for confirmation of conviction by this candle. Boom. There it is. That's looking better now. This thing could push up all the way without us at 8:17 a.m. here. So pre-New York, right? New York doesn't open for another hour and call it, 7 or 8 minutes. Or 13 minutes. Do my math there. It's early. So we will keep our eye on this now and see what happens in this next 2 minutes and 54 seconds. I just pause you again for 2 minutes so I can save you the time, and then I'll come back on as this candle finishes up. Okay, I'm back. We still have 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this candle, but I want to show you what I'm thinking and what I'm most likely to do here in this particular case. Bear with me. I'm just going to get my own trading platform up here. I trade with Interactive Brokers for scalping, no affiliation. But here's what I do. What I would like to do here is to consider a long position if this closes in this zone convincingly and then pulls back on the next candle. I'd be looking for a buy above that wick that you see right there for probably around 15 points or so, kind of a mid-range attempt to get a little bit higher in this zone. The reason I'm not going for this entire zone is because these zones have been failing in the London session, and you'll see that my exits, if you watch all of my videos, have been, fortunately very, very good, very prescient, if you will, because right after I've been getting out, prices have been collapsing or reversing from the downside if they're shorts, but you get the idea. You don't always see that in the video because I end the video after the trade ends. But if you go back and look at the charts, you'll see some interesting things happening. And that's not because I'm anything amazing. I mean, it helps that I'm into my 4th decade of trading here. Get a bit of a sense. All right, this candle closing in 4 seconds. This order is not live yet. Bear with me. Going into my platform, placing a buy stop order. This thing wants to go without me now. And that's okay. I don't have to be in it. I'd like to see this thing pull back first, as I mentioned. 16. Just measuring something here on my own platform. Okay, good. This order is not live yet. I want to see this pull back more. Just a little bit more. Pull back just a little bit more. And then I would be interested in considering a move here. All right, stop right where we are now. As you can see, it's live. If this thing presses up, I want to be in it. I'm not in it yet. This is an extended move. I usually like to see, in a perfect world, see this pull back towards the 20 on the 1 minute chart. You see that there? It's not happening right now, but this still might be a nice momentum push in the pre-market. Still not in. this thing could just drive all the way down back into the range again. That's the kind of morning it's been on this London. Very sluggish. A lot of traders in we have some very accomplished traders in our group, and all kind of feeling the same way. This is really a grinding morning. Nothing wrong with that. It just means that we won't trade. We'll trade when we get optimal signals with an optimal feel, with optimal energy, with optimal fuel, and so on. Now we have that pullback on the 1 minute chart. Remember that one I mentioned, coming back all the way here to the 20 EMA. Nothing magical about the 20, by the way. You can use whatever EMA you want within reason. Some people use a 15 or a 10 or a 50. You can even use 100. I mean, this is at the end of the day. This is about relative deviations from the EMA, not the magic of the EMA itself. We'll do more videos as to why that is the case. Having tested just about everything on the planet, been a technical analyst for over 25 years, a chartered market technician for 23 years, and done an incredible amount of work on indicators and oscillators and histograms and EMAs and what have you. That's why I say what I say, and can probably demonstrate that to you if asked the right questions. Here we go. I'm now triggered in. This is in a live order. Target at 616. Target at 616. Bear with me. Just going over my own platform here, making sure I'm set up to participate in this with you. Watching closely now. Stop to below the current wick. Stopped below the current body. Very tight stop now. Very high chance of being stopped out. Very high chance. I say that for you, and I say it for my own brain too, to understand that is likely and is okay. It's more than okay. It's a good business practice for me. Waiting for it now. Reality is, after the structure that we see on the 1 minute, if this doesn't go, it's not meant to be right now, and I don't want to be in it. Pulling back now. This market does not feel like it has a whole lot of energy behind it. It needs that shot of caffeine that I just had a little while ago and was in desperate need of. This would be a small loss of 3.25 points for a potential gain of 15. I say potential because there's still a very high chance of being stopped out here. That's business. Here it comes. Be okay with it. Are you ready? Here's what I'm going to do. You've seen me do this in my videos before. I'm going to actually move that stop to below that 1 minute candle right there. It's just an extra, I don't know, 3/4 of a point or so. But well worth protecting on that shift candle we see here. I should have had it there in the first place, but I'm managing this as we do the video and a number of different parts, my Telegram group and so on. Getting ready now to move it to break even. If we get one more push, we need one more push up here above that wick, and then I go to break even. Not convinced we're going to get it. We'll see. New 1 minute candle. If the push is coming, it'll come here. Trying. Here we go. Stop the break even. Stop the break even. It's a no lose situation now, right? Very high, super high chance of being stopped out here, especially with that wicking action we're seeing, wicking on the 1 minute. Got to be okay with that. Nervous trader will take profits with all this movement. 2 minutes to go till 8:30. Often a very important time of the morning. Still in, just barely, and out. Break-even trade, guys. That's business. And we protected the downside. This will watch us for a little bit and see how it plays out. See if we legitimately protect ourselves from a bigger loss, or if this thing goes. Man, I don't care either way. It just doesn't matter. I did what I need to do based on my model, and took that break-even trade. I actually made 64 cents in my account on that trade, which is obviously break even. All right, I'm going to keep you too long here. This is the deal. This thing could pull back. I mean, it's been such a sluggish morning. We could say, yeah, I'm so glad I took a break-even trade here, or I could have had more, but it doesn't matter. There'll be another opportunity coming around. I will see you guys in New York. Thanks for watching. We'll talk soon.